If this is what your bench press looks like, but you want the weight to look more like this, take you through the prehab routines I use to bulletproof my shoulders, how you need to be structuring and building your workouts, and how to put together the training split to blow up your bench press. A good prehab routine contains 3 things. The first is a mobility exercise that you can progressively overload, like this dowel rotation where you can add weight. Then it will include an exercise that prioritizes the strength of the back or posterior of the shoulder. This is because bench pressing will work a lot on the front side of the body, and we need to also be strengthening the back if we are going to reduce our chances of injury. I also recommend that this exercise be single-armed so you can bring up your weak side to bring balance within the shoulders and not just have this exercise be dominated by your stronger shoulder. Third, you're going to want something that involves scapular control, and I prefer something like scapular pull-ups on a bar or something more advanced like a handstand scapular push-up. These are important because your scapula needs to be able to move and flow with strength and stability throughout the pressing motion to prevent pain. Adding in these prehab routines that involve full range of motion progressive overload, even through ranges of motion that aren't necessarily involved in the bench press, along with calisthenics to help me improve my strength and control over the movement of my scapula, is part of what took me from someone who would strain and pull their shoulder every time they tried to go up in weight on the bench press, to someone that can bench press 225 and beyond with full confidence that my shoulders will be completely fine. When it comes to the workout structure, every workout should start with either bench press or an incline bench press. Since bench strength is our biggest priority, we want to do this exercise at our freshest. After that, I want the second and third exercise of your workouts to be a heavy horizontal pull and a heavy vertical pull. After that, you have a bit more freedom with the rest of your workout, but I would recommend some sort of shoulder pressing movement and some sort of tricep strengthening movement. This will maximize the recruitment of both your muscle and your nervous system, which will maximize your gains on the bench press. The start of the workout is really what's the most important, and that's why I'm putting so much emphasis here. This is where you need to be pushing it if you really want to get better at your bench press. If you're not paying attention to the first 3 to 4 exercises of your workout, you're gonna have a very hard time improving it. Now that we've covered prehab routines and how to build the actual workout, let's get into the workout split. Now the split is gonna look like your traditional upper-lower split, but with one twist. On the lower body days, at the end of the workouts, we are gonna do 2 intense sets of heavy dips. So we have upper, lower plus dips, rest, upper, lower plus dips, and then 2 rest days to end off the week. For this workout, we are gonna do 2 sets of every exercise and aim for 6 to 10 reps, but these sets must be very intense. Since we are only doing 2, you want to be very close to failure. I like this structure because it still allows me to get intense sets on the bench press and create that stimulus for building muscle and strength, while doing dips on the lower body days gets good full range of motion through that pec muscle. Again, not only to help build strength, but to build the resilience in the shoulders that you need to prevent injuries. But you're still only working out 4 days a week, which gives you the time to recover in between your upper body days that you can still push it maximally and see results from these workouts, and you're not overtraining.